Hello there, I'm producer John from the Balls on a Tray podcast, and this is my sticky bit in the middle. I can't lie, the last couple of weeks I've been pretty much neck deep in God of War. At the start I didn't know if I was going to get into it, didn't know if it was kind of my kind of thing, wasn't, as I've mentioned, wasn't sure if I needed to know the stuff behind. As it turns out, no. Interesting because there's references to it, but no, not really. And God, does it look good? It really, really does. Tony's the kind of big landscapes guy on the podcast. He likes all the screenshots and stuff. I have to say, every now and again, I just sit back and I go, God, that's really well put together. That looks really good. I like the way that moves, and that's in the distance, and it looks like it's in the distance, and it's still moving, and it's still real, and all that kind of thing. It's really, really pretty. The engine is just superb inside that thing. So I've been really enjoying how it all plays and how it looks, and I'm a big fan of logic puzzle games. That's kind of why I like the Tomb Raider and the Uncharted. Well, that and a couple of other reasons. So it kind of feeds that for me as well. The little guy Trace started off pain in the ass. Kind of got used to him. Pain in the ass again, and I'm not quite sure. There's obviously there's a story narrative there which he helps along, but I can't get away from the fact that I've just been stuck into it, and basically if you haven't got it and you can play it, then you should, because it's good. So anyway, let's talk about some news. Minecraft has gone aquatic. If you're into the Minecrafts, then you'll probably know, but there's now in the next evolution of that particular block building game and block finding game is underwater. You can dive down and there's all kinds of new critters. There's dolphins and sharks and seaweed and fishes and all kinds of stuff, buried treasure that you can find, and apparently it's very, very good. So if you're into the block building puzzly Minecraft worldy thing, I'm guessing it's probably going to be one for you. Can't play it, makes me very ill. It's just a thing. It was a sad day for us, well, some of us, well, someone, I'm sure, when we heard that Toys R Us was going to close its doors. No more Jeffrey the giraffe, and apparently there were millions all under one roof. It's an advert reference you might not get, but yes, so they're basically they're closing the doors. It's all going away. They're selling off all the assets, including Jeffrey. Apparently you can buy Jeffrey, the image thereof, and if you want to use him for yourself, quite what you do with a giraffe with a long neck and clothes, I'm not sure. But anyway, so they're selling off all their assets. However, the interesting bit, and that's not the interesting bit, this is the interesting bit, part of their assets is some of their digital assets. They apparently own like 750 odd internet domains. Companies do this thing, they kind of buy every different version of their domain and anything which could be related to it, just so that you don't get cybersquatters and things. But there were some interesting ones, and I picked them out because I was reading about it, because I'm into that kind of thing. So there's some interesting domains, like, for example, Sex Toys R Us. Bet you never thought that one. KinkyToysRUs.com as well. And of course, AdultToysRUs.com. So they've got a few of those going on. But as well, and interesting, again, it's to stop the old negative thing, IHateToysRUs.com, ToysRUsSucks.com, and among hundreds of other random domains, CigarsRUs.com. Not sure where they were going with that one. Anyway, if you want it, you could buy it. Tell you time, it's more zombies. It seems you can't get away from them. Literally, they just spring up out the ground and come and get you. But it's a bit different this time. There's a new zombie kind of telly program on the horizon. Martin Freeman is starring in it, and it's a bit different because he plays a dad who's survived the zombie apocalypse and is trying to get his baby daughter, he carries on his back, to a safe place. The twist is he's been bitten, he's infected, so he's not only up against the zombie world at large, he's up against himself turning as well. So it could be quite interesting. Not exactly your hack and slash blood and gore, kill everything in sight. Something perhaps a little bit more emotional, a little bit more cerebral. And you know, it's Martin Freeman, and he kind of is good in pretty much everything he does. not sure Benedict Cumberbatch likes him that much, but he's kind of good and he's very watchable, so probably give that one a go as well. Finally, as you may have realised, I'm always kind of on the lookout for the next game that I'm going to dive into and the thing that's going to eat up my entire time and that I'm going to get stick from Sarah, because she thinks I spend too much time here playing games rather than, I don't know, watching Ambulance on the television or something. Anyway, I'm always on the lookout for the next thing, so I'm kind of on the horizon, and the thing that caught my eye was Detroit Become Human, because it's kind of out imminently. And initially I thought, that looks pretty good, it's kind of good looking, and it's the RPG thing, and you can choose characters, and this all kind of feeds to my desires out of a game. But then I started watching some of the gameplay footage and reading more about it, and you know what? I'm not so sure. Now, the development house behind it, Quantic, I keep forgetting the name, Quantic Dream, they are known for producing that particular type of game. It's the sort of game I call the press the button and watch things happen game, because you press a button and some cinematics happen, then you have a choice and you can press another button and some other cinematics happen. They're known for putting this stuff together, beautifully crafted things with stories and characters, and very, very pretty to look at, but not exactly intensive gameplay. So it's probably not for me. I know that Tony enjoyed Heavy Rain, I think it was called, which is one of theirs, and the other one was Two Souls, something like that. Again, yeah, see, didn't play it, not interested. So that's theirs, and as I understand it, they do that kind of thing really well, but the interest tends to tail off quite quickly when people are playing them, because you just kind of get bored of pressing X and watching a cinematic and then walking somewhere and then deciding you're going to press Y instead, and there's a different cinematic. So if you like that kind of thing, if you like the interactive storytelling, I'm sure it'll be fantastic. And God, does it look good. It really, really does. But unfortunately, my search for the next title goes on. So that's it from me. I'll be talking to you, I hope, at some time on the next podcast. So do me a favour and you know what, give it a listen, please. So until then, I'll talk to you later.